You don't have to be a trading genius to understand the impact AI is going to have on crypto. In terms of building a narrative and a bubble, I would even go as far as to say that it's soon to be the biggest opportunity in crypto. Regardless of how narrow minded or gung ho you may be about your chosen crypto ecosystem, you would simply be a fool to stay away from AI opportunities, cutting pretty much a lot of the avenues to building wealth during this cycle short, basically cutting your legs from under you. Indeed, I would even be surprised if your chosen ecosystem isn't also heavily involved in AI, as we see various development with projects being built out to integrate AI into your projects. With Fortune 500 companies FOMOing into this narrative and a huge amount of resources and effort going into driving money to this sector, it's a huge part of the future and absolutely a monumental bubble in the making. The narrative alone here is going to be pumping a lot of price performance over this cycle. You've probably seen the recent release of Sora by OpenAI, which is already taking things to the next level. It essentially allows you to create a hyper realistic AI video with text input. And so far, the examples seen are seriously impressive and probably changing the sector and our industries in ways that we can't even yet comprehend. All this to say, in case it wasn't clear, AI is huge and it's shaping much of our future even as we speak. And it's going to grow exponentially as more and more money, resources, and effort pours into this sector. So, with all this growth, development, money, we should be seeing some pretty great synergy with crypto already, right? Well, kind of. As I've been looking at the intersection of crypto and AI, and believe me, I have been looking, it's been an exercise in really weeding through a lot of the chaff to seek out what I deem to be some of the right opportunities. We haven't yet seen crypto and AI solutions really come to fruition yet, with AI really being used as somewhat of a buzzword and not actually real AI integration. This, of course, is fine for many a meme coin that's looking to ride the coattails of this budding bubble, but not too useful for those of us wanting to set positions as early as possible within true pending AI crypto powerhouses that will hopefully see some monumental growth in price performance in the years to come. To me, the true AI crypto plays are those that leverage the capabilities of AI that wouldn't be possible to create without their product, and an infrastructure that will benefit from the growth of this sector as it helps to power AI and machine learning use cases and therefore is able to scale its price appreciation as the sector itself grows. And with this in mind, when we apply that thinking to how we invest and cut through much of that chaff, we aren't really left with a huge amount of options at present. Firstly, we have AI protocols themselves, which are individual dApps or apps that are built on AI technology, and we haven't seen too many of those. Or we have decentralized infrastructure plays that essentially power the growth of AI. So again, as AI scales, they become more dependent on and are able to scale in sync with the sector. Out of these options, the latter is my, of course, preferred method to invest. I want to take positions in projects that have the most potential going forward and not just jumping on a buzzword bandwagon that most are and probably will do so in the foreseeable future. DePIN, decentralized physical infrastructure, in my opinion, is one of the strongest verticals to synergize with AI in this manner. I'm certainly not alone in my opinion that the strongest synergy with AI and crypto right now is in compute power and machine learning, which sounds pretty obvious when you look at the benefits and the evolution of AI. What DePIN does is enable a decentralized community to build and maintain physical hardware. They are then rewarded by providing GPU power to the network, and the network then pays them back for doing this. Kind of like a version of crypto mining, but with a direct correlation to actually helping the ecosystem sustain and to grow. As the AI sector grows, its hunger and need for power will continue to increase dramatically. Again, of course, solutions that have the hardware to power will have the strongest long term potential, in my opinion. The ability to also provide specialized hardware to collaborate to lower the cost of compute power and also even storage is going to be of increasing importance. We've seen this play out in multitude of different ways through various layer ones as we look to solve the pain point of price increasing. Very much going to be the same here as well. There's a lot of synergies we can draw to a lot of those other evolving sectors of the crypto space that we can apply and kind of plot a course forward. Those solving this pain point will reap the rewards to come in a big, big way. This isn't a short term play for the most part, but I do think it's a fruitful one and one I will be encouraging my community to take part in. At present, some of my favorite DePIN protocols include one that we've mentioned a few times on this channel already, of course, and that is Render. A fairly large market cap right now, but one that I think has a lot of runway ahead of it. Another being one that we haven't touched on yet in Akash Network. Both we are going to, and we'll get in the weeds in another video. But suffice to say, two strong projects right now that are feeding into this unique selling point or pain point that are created within the AI space and forging some real market share for themselves going forward. Now, I've recently learned of another project not yet released that has me extremely excited as well within this space, and one that I will be getting probably fairly heavily positioned in as I learn more about it. So, to gain early access to this project, be sure to join my private group and Patreon. I'm anticipating this play to provide us with some serious X's in returns, and so I want to ensure that our community is well positioned as soon as possible. AI is a mega narrative that will create a lot of opportunities to make money, no doubt. The art of navigating this sector is in researching and doing your due diligence to find the best risk to reward ratio in a sector that will see a lot of empty promises and coattail riding. Smoke and mirrors are a real thing in crypto and all the more present in new sectors within the space. So it's important to be as educated as possible when looking where to put your money and where not to. Be sure to like, subscribe, turn on that notification, stay in the loop with how I'm navigating the space, and hopefully it can play an instrumental role in how you are doing your own due diligence and help sharpen that learning curve rather a lot as I'm looking to spend a lot of my time researching these sectors to make sure that I'm plotting the best course forward for myself and for our community. I'll catch you on the next one.